Hey guys, it's me, Lil Ninja, back with another video, and today we're doing What If Naruto Was in Avatar. And I'm not talking about regular Avatar, I'm talking about Legend of Korra, which I have recently rewatched so that I can do this video. And I'm probably going to do this up to all the seasons, meaning every single season I will be doing. But first, we're going to have to figure out how Naruto will be getting inside of the Legend of Korra universe. So let's do that first. So without further ado, let's get into this special video. And we are almost at 300 subscribers, so show this to your friends so that I can get to 300 subscribers. And I will drop a 1 hour special. Still trying to figure out what that 1 hour special will be. So I guess let's do this. It's Little Ninja time. Off with Naruto and Naruto Shippuden at the final war, with Sasuke on his deathbed and most of the people inside of Naruto dead, with the only two other witnesses being Sakura and Kakashi. We have what's the name? Otsutsuki. I forgot what is her name. Yeah, I forgot her name. We're just called her Otsutsuki. With the Otsutsuki, basically, making Kakashi and Sakura watch Naruto and Sasuke's death. Sasuke would have not liked this. Sasuke would have given Naruto all of his power. Sasuke's eyes would have been Naruto's eyes, with basically all of Sasuke's powers going into Naruto. With that, Naruto would have decided to finally end the Otsutsuki. Wait, I just remembered her name. Kaguya Otsutsuki would finally decide to end Kaguya Otsutsuki. With Naruto's new Rinne Sharingan being activated, Naruto would have gone into his Susanoo form and then compressed it, and then would have gone into his Nine Tails form and would have compressed that on top of the Susanoo form. With that, Naruto would have sprouted his Susanoo wings and would have made his Susanoo Kurama blade. With that, Naruto would have defeated Kaguya Otsutsuki by slashing her in half, then destroying Black Zetsu. So yeah. But as a last-ditch attempt, Kaguya would have destroyed the rest of the life with Naruto. The rest of the life that's on Earth, with Naruto being the last survivor. Naruto deciding to seal himself inside of a tree, and that tree would have made a new dimension, a spiritual dimension. With 1,000 years later, the Avatar would have been born, and all that stuff. About that stuff, Naruto would have been reawakened and would have been transported 1,000 more years. 10,000 more years into the future, with it being Korra's age, with Naruto basically being basically falling out of the sky, with him landing on a girl with a blue outfit and a basically panda bear dog. Naruto would have rubbed his head, asking, "What year is it?" Korra would have said, it's 2022, and Naruto would have not liked to hear that. He has been inside of a tree for 10,000 years. 1,000 years. 1,000 years. And I know I said, he's been, but he's transported. He's already been in the universe for 10,000 years. It's just another 1,000 years. So really, yeah, one more 1,000 years. So Naruto would have looked at Korra, thinking, "What has happened? This place." And he would look at everything, seeing a TV for the first time. He would have poked the TV, thinking, "What is this?" Is Naruto would have not known what to do until three thugs would have gone over to the shop and would have told the two old people to pay up their money. Korra would have said they don't have to pay anything. This is their shop. Naruto would have actually backed Korra up because he's still Naruto. He does not like people preying on the weak. Naruto would have thought that basically they're not that big of a threat, so he can basically defeat them easily, especially since he thinks jutsus have died out. Until one of them would have started to bend earth and would have lunged it at Naruto. Naruto, thinking he has all of Sasuke's jutsu, not to mention that one jutsu that Kakashi taught him. Naruto would have used the earth wall jutsu. With that, basically they would have been surprised. Naruto would have then used the Rasengan and would have pushed it into a guy's chest. With Korra being surprised that there's an earth airbender right next to her. Right next to her. Korra would have started bending fire and would have launched it at a fire user, with her also bending water, then bending earth. And Naruto would have said, "I thought jutsus have died out. I can't believe there's still jutsus. I wanted to live a peaceful life, not a life with fighting new people again." Korra would have said, "What is jutsu?" Naruto would have asked, "Wait, what are you using then?" Korra would have said, "Bending. Elements, the four main elements. That's what we were doing, right? You know, the four main elements." "What do you mean? There's 5 elements." Korra would have not known what Naruto was talking about, and Naruto would have not known what Korra was talking about, until they would have both been taken to jail, and Tenzin, Aang's child, would have had to bail them out. With Tenzin almost leaving Naruto because he don't know Naruto. He don't know Naruto. So, yeah. He don't care. Until Korra would have asked him to bail out Naruto as well. And Tenzin would have asked Naruto's name, him saying Naruto Date Bayo, and seeing Naruto's clothes would have thought maybe he does need a new place to go home to. Those clothes look raggedy as heck, like he's been wearing them for almost 10,000 years. Not Izuku. Naruto would have basically used the extra time to, get caught up to, this time period. Learning about technology, what it can do, learning about cars, dragons, basically everything that has happened in the last 11,000 years. Naruto would have said that he had trapped himself in a tree for about 11,000 years. So technically he's 11,000 years old. Korra would have thought about it and would have said, since she has read books about jutsu, but hadn't met anyone that could use jutsu, would have said, "Well, if you're really Naruto Uzumaki from 11,000 years ago, how'd you beat Kaguya? And since I'm the only one that has read those books, because I'm the only one that has access to the books as the Avatar, since you are Naruto Uzumaki, you will have the right. If you have the right answer, that will prove to me that you are Naruto Uzumaki, the actual one from 11,000 years ago." My friend Sasuke lended me his power, and I beat her with all of the jutsus combined, slashing her in half and defeating Black Zetsu. After that, she would have destroyed all humanity on Earth, except for a few survivors, which I'm guessing this is how Earth was remade. Meaning that, well, you know. So Korra would have nodded her head and would have confirmed that Naruto is actually Naruto Uzumaki, a legend that is higher than the Avatar. And Tenzin would have been surprised, thinking that there's someone more powerful than the Avatar right next to them. Naruto would have said he's not going to be fighting unless necessary, because what would be the point? He's already so powerful that if he tried to beat anyone in this time period, it would be too easy for him. Not to mention, the only reason why he sealed himself inside of a tree is because he wanted to try and live the rest of his life peacefully, thinking that this time period would have been a time where peace would have already been established. With saying that, Naruto would have gotten his own room and would have basically been in there for a while. With that, Naruto would have been admitted to trying to train Korra to use air, since Tenzin was having a hard time teaching Korra how to use air. Of course, just like Tenzin, Naruto would have not been able to teach Korra the air bending. Naruto would have kept trying, but of course, just like Tenzin, would have not been able to teach her a single thing until Korra and Naruto would have decided to watch a pro bending sport. Because Tenzin would have not allowed Korra to listen to it, she would have decided just to watch it. Naruto, being the ninja that he is, would have heard about it and would have decided to sneak out and go watch it as well, since Tenzin, basically being a father, deciding not to let Naruto watch it either, because Tenzin knows if Naruto watches it, Korra thinks she can watch it as well. So Naruto would have followed Korra, and Korra would eventually spotted Naruto, with both of them watching the fire ferrets lose. And yeah, Korra and Naruto would have talked to the fire ferrets, thinking that they could help. And since the next round since they've already lost 4 players, they will need 2 other players, because let's just say that airbenders came back earlier. So airbending was added to the pro bending sport. Even though Tenzin did not like it, he couldn't do anything about it. So yeah. Airbending was added to pro bending. So yeah. They need an airbender and a waterbender. Korra would have said that she can be a waterbender, while Naruto would have thought about it and would have actually joined the team, because air is basically the only element that he actually has a good affinity for, meaning that he can control air without using jutsu. Like, literally, he's so good at using air that he doesn't need jutsu to use it. And I'm gonna say this since he's been in there for about 11,000 years, he has learned how to use not any other element. Actually, no, I'm just gonna say he still needs hand size to use certain jutsu, but certain simple jutsu like the Rasengan, but in air form, he will be able to use. So yeah. Also, he can use airball jutsu, which is basically transforming the fireball jutsu into an airball jutsu. But since he knows he can only use air, he will only use air. until him and Korra started to get pushed back. So he used the Earth Wall Jutsu to protect Korra and started using a Fireball Jutsu, which would have cost them a point because but basically, they think Naruto's the Avatar, until Korra would have gotten angry from Naruto protecting her and would have smashed the Earth Wall and would have started bending fire at the enemy as well. And basically, this would have gone bad since now they think there's two Avatars. Korra would have to fix this by saying that she is the Avatar and he is Naruto Uzumaki. With nobody knowing who Naruto Uzumaki is, Korra would have said Naruto Uzumaki is a person from 11,000 years ago that is way powerful than the Avatar. Like a lot more powerful. And hearing this, everyone would have been basically said both of them can only use their registered elements and no going all out. They have a restriction for how many bending techniques they can use at a point, and also no using advanced bending techniques like the octopus form or the basically basically they have to use their elements that they were assigned to, and they can't use any basically they can only use punches instead of like the regular elements. So yeah, Naruto would have been mad about this, thinking that he knows a bunch more jutsu than just elements, but now he can only use the Gale Palm. That's so messed up. Naruto would have thought, but he can use his fighting style to help this. He would have thought to use the Gale Palm using the Gale Palm to basically shoot air out of his feet, with him giving an idea to Korra as well, with her using more of like styles. Basically, they can use certain styles to like defending styles, but not like super advanced styles. So yeah, Naruto would have taught her how to use water to basically make a shield, and he would have learned to make an air shield himself, since he would not be able to use an earth shield. He would have to make a jutsu up fast to make an air shield, which he would have done at the halftime. With them losing, Korra and her team would have to turn this around a lot. Like, a lot. Of course, Bolin and... Wait a minute, what's the other character? Wait a minute, I need to check this real quick. Remember, I didn't just remember, I asked Google. His name is Mako, whatever, however you say it. Mako would have asked, why didn't they tell us that, why didn't they say that she's the Avatar? And Mako would have also asked, who the heck is Naruto Uzumaki, and why does he have similar powers to the Avatar? Naruto would have stated that he is an 11th year, he sealed himself in a tree for 11,000 years. Hoping to have a peaceful life, but I guess this is the best that he can get to a peaceful life after being the most powerful being in the universe. Mako would have basically shut himself up, thinking that if he's one of the most powerful beings in the universe, and he's more powerful than the Avatar, then he probably should have made Naruto mad. So yeah. Naruto would have told them a game plan, with Mako actually liking the game plan, thinking that Naruto is very good at strategy. Bolin would have been the defender, while Mako would have been the head-on fighter, since Mako is basically the MVP of the whole team, while Korra would have been support, and Naruto would have been the second head-on fighter. So, Naruto would have, the Fire Ferrets would have gone with their plan and basically would have defeated their rivals. With that, Naruto would have basically gotten a lot of money along with Korra and Bolin. Basically getting more money than they actually did, since the Korra is the Avatar and Naruto is Naruto Uzumaki, more powerful than the Avatar. So the people thinking that if they didn't get their cut, they probably would have not came back, or would have tried to destroy the pro Ben fighting forever. Naruto would have actually asked Korra out on a date. And I know what you're thinking. Why so soon? And no, it's technically not so soon, since I technically time skipped like 10 weeks into the actual anime. So yeah, Korra and Naruto would have gone on a date. So yeah, with Korra and Naruto actually really liking each other. I'm just going to say that outright right now. And I guess that's all I got for this video, and I hope you liked the video, and I'll be making more other videos like this. So basically, have a great day, and I'll make more videos. See you guys later. Bye. Ninja says bye.